Welcome back to another episode of the Muscle Blueprint. I'm your host, Matt Mastro. Today we're going to talk about a very attractive, aesthetic, sexy even, kind of look that people go for when it comes to capped shoulders. Those rounded shoulders that you see on guys and girls that just pretty much change your physique. It just alters the way that you look in such a positive way. It looks attractive, it looks strong, it looks like you hold your own, you're healthy. It shows so many dominant traits that both men and women are attracted to the people that have that certain look to them, that have those broad shoulders. And it comes from a lot of different things. So let's talk about it. A lot of times we get the negative stigma with cap shoulders that the people that have them are usually enhanced. They're using some sort of anabolic drug, whether it's testosterone, steroids, whatever it may be. It's not necessarily true. Of course, things like that, when you're enhanced, will help you to get more results in a more direct way. Sure, neither here nor there. Cap shoulders are obtainable by anybody. The most important thing that I can suggest to anybody who's looking for them is to change the way that you begin your workouts. The first thing that you should do if your shoulders being capped is what you're focused on your shoulder days is to warm up your body, not by just doing simple stretches like stretching across your body, reaching overhead, but go and grab a resistance band and get those muscles that are on the side, those side laterals, get them ready to roll. And by doing that, I mean grab a resistance band or some light dumbbells and start doing some lateral raises, some side raises. Get it warmed up so your body is aware that this is what we're targeting today. This is what we're about to hit. And you go and hit those side laterals, get them nice and warmed up. You know, you want to probably do about 15 to 20 reps of warming them up with a resistance band, whatever it may be, before you go and make your first exercise of that particular day when you're focused on your cap shoulders, a side lateral movement instead of an overhead movement. I love overhead movements. Compound movement, strong movement, looks cool, great. But when it comes to building your capped shoulders, you want to really be working out to the side and changing the way that you do it. So hear me out. First thing that you need to do, you warm up using resistance bands, whatever, you get them ready. They're primed to go. Next thing you do, you start with your side laterals. You need to change the way that you do your lateral raises. You can't always grab the same dumbbells and wave your arms up and down, left and right, and think you're going to see results. It's not how it works. It's not how any muscle works. You need to grab yourself a couple of different ideas. First idea, sometimes you need to go heavy. Sometimes you only want to do 5 to 8 reps. Sometimes that's okay. Sometimes you're going to be using heavier weight, 5 to 8 reps. Holy shit, that was heavy. That was tiring. I need to use a little bit less weight for my next set. Great. You're changing the way that your body is going to adapt. So use heavier weight. Then, 4 weeks later, 3 weeks later, after you've done that a few times, you've seen your weights going up. It's like, all right, wow, I was only using 20s at first. Now I can use 25s and do 5 reps. Now I can use 30 and do 5 reps. Cool, it's working. Next thing you want to do is change it again. So now instead of using those 30s for 5 reps, we're going to drop back down to 20s or 25s, and we're going to do a drop set this time. So instead, we're going to do our 10 reps out to the side, drop the weights, and then move over to 15s and do 10 more reps. And then maybe we'll grab a resistance band and do a double drop set. Holy shit, your shoulders are going to be burnt out like crazy. It changes the adaptation. It doesn't let you plateau. Switch up the way that you do it. So you did 3 weeks heavy. Now you did 3 weeks with a double drop set. Great. Now you're going to change it again for 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever it is. Just keep on changing it. And by the way, I'm saying to give it weeks time to change, not to change it every single workout, because you want to see the results to know that it's working for you, because you need to see them. You need to see it work. So if you're going heavy, go heavy for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Don't just do, I did heavy on Wednesday, and now it's Saturday and I'm doing shoulders again, so now I'm going to do a drop. Like, no, it's not bad, but it doesn't make sense because you won't see the progression. You want to put yourself in chapters or phases so that you see the results happening. You see them in the numbers. You see it on your body, but you see it in the numbers. It's the easiest thing to judge. Anyway, so now you're doing double drops. Next time that you're doing it, so now you've done heavy, you've done drop sets. Now you're going to do a hypertrophy, let's say, which is 8 to 12 reps. So now you find a weight that's right in the middle. This is more like your comfortable weight, but you're going to build the most muscle now. So now you've built muscle, you've built strength, you've built resilience by cutting up. We're doing like drop sets. Great. Now you continue to do that type of cycle and you see yourself just climbing the mountain of strength, of aesthetics, all that beautiful stuff. That's a great way to see results, especially with muscles like your shoulders. Excuse me. Like your shoulders. So, other than that, a neglected muscle that we have are our rear deltoids. The rear deltoids are super neglected. And when you train them, first thing that it does is pin you back. It pins you back, so now you look like you are broad and stronger. It holds you upright, which is a great thing rather than being slouched over. We don't want to look slouched. So you want to build those rear delts by doing rear delt flies or by doing lateral raises like that with your pinkies up towards the sky. So if you're holding a dumbbell, pinkies are up, and you're raising up. Maybe bent over a little bit, so you're focusing on those rear delts. When you build those rear delts, you'll see that circular shape in the back of your shoulders. So neglected because we're all front dominant. Everything that we do in front of us in real life. Push-ups are in front of us. Chest day is in front of us. Picking yourself up out of bed is in front of you. Everything that you do is pretty much in front of you. You don't do much shit behind yourself. So that's why hitting rear delts is super important and will change the way that you walk, the way that you sit, your posture, your shoulder aesthetics. So make sure you hit rear delt exercises as well. Don't neglect the rear deltoids. Just because overhead shoulder press is fun doesn't mean it's going to be the thing that's going to give you the most results. It is a great exercise. Don't not do it. Double negative. Don't not. You should absolutely do your overhead presses. They're an excellent workout. But also remember to focus on your side laterals. Change it up. Every now and then you might want to start with overhead presses again. That's great. You should keep changing the order of your workouts too. But remember, building cap shoulders starts with building out to the side and building those rear deltoids. Don't neglect them. Let them grow. It's important. So, thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully this video helps you if you're looking to build bigger shoulders. I am Matt Mastro from The Muscle Blueprint. I'm going to let the outro take over from here. Thank you for listening.